The EFCC is reportedly frozen an Osun State government account, which is said to have been domiciled with the Fourth Bank 10 days before the August 15 governorship election. Forms beginning to deliver, or are millions of Nigerians still struggling under the weight of rising living costs, shrinking purchasing power, and persistent hardship? As the political class gradually turns its attention to the 2027 elections, questions are also mounting over the role of faith in politics, the performance of the Tinubu administration, the credibility of the opposition, the state of the nation's democracy, the independence of the National Assembly, and whether there is enough civic space for decent and constructive engagement. Tonight, joining me to weigh in on these is a former governor of Abia State and the senator representing Abia North Senatorial District, Senator Oji Uzo Kalu, who is also served as the chief whip of the Nigerian Senate in the 9th Assembly. Senator Oji Kalu, it's a pleasure having you on the program tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Your government has been described as a disastrous government. Perhaps some opposition figures that say this is the worst that we have seen in the history of this country. You are a leader of the party, and interestingly, you are also a member of the Catholic Church. Yesterday, we had Ms. Rotimi Amechi, who said that this government is insulting the Catholic Church of about 35 million people. Do you, as a Catholic member, feel insulted on one hand by the activities of this government and the hardship that the clergy and the bishops in their conference went to the president to say people are suffering in Nigeria and they fear that the election may be rigged and they are asking for fairness? Do you think all is well with this country under the government of your party, the APC?
Well, thank you very much, Sean. Let me start with the Catholic Church. I'm a very good faithful of the Catholic Church, and this is not the first time the Catholic Church are going to President Tinubu. In every country from DRC to Angola to South Africa to anywhere you call it, the Catholic Church and other churches, not only the Catholic Church, is always the conscience of the country. And I do not see anything wrong in what the Catholic Church, the Catholic bishops say. Those discussions were not made. It was made by Archbishop Matthew Danaguru of Kaduna State, the present president of Catholic Bishop Conference, and not even Omoye himself. So, since the military rule, since I was in my adulthood, every year the Catholic Bishops Conference, they hold it, they issue a statement, they talk about the state of the nation. For me, President Tinubu is not an enemy to the Catholic bishop. He's one of their best friends, and I don't feel any insulted. It's just that the man who went to President Tinubu in no means has insulted the Catholic bishop. I didn't see it, but if you have seen it, you can show it to me.
Have you seen the responses from the villa?
No, the villa is not President Tinubu. I was a governor. I had a press guys. So when a press communicator, that is not the president himself, talks, Bayo Ononuga will not say what any other person will say there. But Bayo Ononuga is a seasoned journalist. He knows the consequences of going into argument with institutions like the Catholic Church. So for me,
so you think that whatever? Just a moment,
you
sir.
Ask me a question, and don't ask me on top question, because Bola, which is what you want to say, might have been excited to say, or slip of tongue, or thereabout to say what he said. President Tinubu have a very good relationship with the Catholic Church. I can tell you that. Because
what's the evidence to show that he has a good relationship?
No, he has a good relationship. This is why
it because he's your friend and you're a Catholic member.
No. Anytime they have asked for audience, he gives to them. Because any president dodging the Catholic bishops is dodging himself. Because what politicians cannot tell the president, the Catholic bishop will say it. These are people that have no houses, they have no children, they have no money. Although Catholic Church is one of the richest church you can think in the world, but these bishops do not use that money. It's not their money. So they live a life of a common man and a common person, even in eating, in everything they do in life. So I think their visit to President Tinubu was very successful because what we politicians cannot tell President Tinubu, they can tell him. That is the truth.
So you think that their statement was right?
Their statement was right.
To tell the president that there is hardship in the land.
No, of course, yes. Because let me tell you, the president has stabilized the economy. The economy has been stabilized.
From your own judgment?
No, not from my...
as a rich man, as a businessman, as a politician?
Listen to me. As a businessman, I'm talking about. The macro side of the economy has been stabilized. What we are suffering today is the micro side of the economy, where you see, because of the insurgents and all the rest of them, people can't go to farm, people are running away from what they're supposed to do because of bandits. So for me, President Tinubu has been able to stabilize the macro part of the economy, and the next level is to stabilize the micro.
Senator, don't you think he's playing the ostrich when you try to alienate President Tinubu from the statement that came from the villa? And I'll give you some of the responses that came as an attack or response.
No, you don't need to give me an attack. Tell me what the villa said.
Yeah.
Tell me what the villa said.
Just a moment, sir. Senator, if you allow me, these are some of the response. Daniel Bola said, quote, "Politics has clouded the cardinal's judgment." From the presidency, quote, "President Tinubu is not detached from reality. President Tinubu remains fully in touch with reality through daily intelligence briefings, extensive consultation, and constant engagement with Nigerians," end of quote. Presidential spokesperson Sunday Dare, through the presidency, has criticized the cardinal's public comment. He said also, quote, "There is something fundamentally wrong when confidential conversations with the president are publicly distorted in ways that inflame public sentiment rather than enlighten it."
No, but let me be honest with you. The discussion the Catholic bishop had with President Tinubu is not personal. It's not because they had cameras there. So it's public discussion. So you don't see anything wrong if Cardinal Onayeko had gone on television to say, "It doesn't look like the president is listening." No, but Cardinal Onayeko did not go with other Catholic bishops. That might be his opinion. There was a president of Catholic Bishops Conference who read the communique. So any other cardinal and any other archbishop or any other bishop has his own opinion to say. Possibly the way the cardinal put it is not what the entire Catholic Bishop Conference meant, because they have read their conference that whatever Cardinal Onayeko said, Cardinal Onayeko has been saying the same thing since 1979 till today. When he was Bishop of Ilori, if you check history, he was saying the same thing. When he was made Bishop of Abuja, he was also saying the same thing. He has not spared any government, as far as I know, Cardinal Onayeko. There's no government he has spared, from the military regime to Shagari to anybody, to all the people you want to say. He is living on his own word to say things the way he sees it. And let me tell you, some of the response and some of the things that Cardinal Onayeko has said, he said, let us see. Mind you, the Cardinal gave a different interview, not from where the Cardinal. I understand, and that's what I'm saying. He went on television. Nobody, I'm coming. Yeah. Nobody. The Cardinal was present there. He was there, but the interview he gave was not in the villa. The interview was in another place. It's a commentary. It was a no, I'm coming. You cannot capate entire Catholic bishops that they said. They read the commentary. And that's why we're making, mentioning the name. You must separate both of them. Just a moment, sir. But I can play to remind Nigerians what the bishops told President Tinubu. Yes, of course. And the bishops were right. Yeah. You thought that it was... Of course they were right. Yeah. You agree that your party is failing? If the bishop have said anything less than what they have said, it means they are no longer the conscience of the country. The bishops were right. Let me then ask you. And President Tinubu himself do not take any offense in what the bishops said.
No. But you said President Tinubu did not take offense. This is what Cardinal Onayekon said. Quote, frankly speaking, he told us quite clearly that he did not agree with us. End of quote.
Can you play it? I didn't hear that.
I'm quoting what, because the interview is on another channel.
Tell you,
another station.
Let me be honest with you. If I'm in position of a president, and somebody tell you something, which you would have not cross-checked, you say, yes, I don't agree with you.
He said, quote, we told him the economy is not helping our poor people. He told us the economy is doing fine. Is the economy doing fine?
The
Senator,
economy,
is the economy doing fine?
Let me be honest. You cannot box me the economy.
I'm asking you a question.
Every time I'm answering you a question.
Is the economy doing fine,
The economy in the macro aspect of it is doing very well. This polity is being stabilized. The exchange rate is being stabilized. The fuel price is being stabilized. Everything you can see. Foreign direct investment are coming in. So what is left? Remember, the problem we have is from the Sahel. The problem is not just a mere problem of Nigeria.
Not the problem of Buhari again? Because
no.
Buhari is being blamed.
I'm coming. The problem we have, whether Buhari or Tinubu or Obasanjo, the problem we have is problem of Sahel. When the arms out of Libya open up, arms out of Mali, arms out of those places open up, Nigeria is no longer safe with our minerals in the northern part of Nigeria. This is what we are suffering. And there is a worldwide recession. As I'm talking to you now, whether you are in the US, whether you are in Canada, whether you are in UK, there is a problem of the economy because of the two big wars going on. The Iran-US-Israel war and the Ukraine-Russia war is putting pressure under a lot of economies in the world. So we are not exceptional. So if you ask President Tinubu, when you see the indices up there going on, unless you take people coming from the farms telling him, oh, we are no longer farming, we are not going. This is why the microeconomy we are not getting right. And in a reform, it's not a Christmas party. It's not a Salah party, neither way. In a reform, we have to see the good, the best, and the ugly. And that is what we are seeing. From where we are now, we are going to go to the destination to be able to manage the microeconomy, which I am for economic growth. But the indices we are seeing do not match up because of the pressure from other countries in the world, not just Nigeria.
Senator, you talked about a microeconomy. There are those who will say this government is cooking the books. A lot of things are not right. IMF has criticized the books of this government that there are a lot of things that are opaque. You need to open it up. You are in the National Assembly, and there are those who wonder how some of you sit there and you are able to allow multiple budget segments to run in one single budget term when you have a situation where 70% of a section of the budget is being carried over to the next year. There are those who are worried that some of you who are leaders of this country, you've served as two-term governor, and things are deteriorating in the manner in which, and these are some of the things the bishops' conference have gone to tell the president, but the president totally disagree. Is the villa oblivious of what is happening to the average person? And you have mentioned that they might, just for a moment, sorry, I'm asking you a question, sir. I'm asking you a question. If you tell me that, so that's fine, sir. But I mean, the Nigerian people's views and the opinion tonight, whether they have light to watch this television or whether they have money to buy food on their table, is the fact that the bishops, on which you agree, they have told the president there is hardship in the land. The president disagreed with them. He said the economy is fine. You have said the microeconomy side of things have not worked. The president said, leave it to me. I asked for the job and I'm going to fix it. But it's 3 years down the line, it has still not worked. Microeconomy, the poor people are more in this country. A lot of them find it hard to purchase and buy commodities in this country. Isn't it a failure of your party, Senator?
No, I don't think so.
But you agree the microeconomic side of things are not looking well?
Let me tell you, it's not looking well. I'm a businessman. I manufacture goods. The micro side of the economy is not doing well.
And that's where concern the average person.
No, I'm coming. I have admitted that. Remember, I've been on this channel before where you said, oh, President Tinubu, does he know that Nigerian people are so? I said, yes, he knows.
How do you know he knows?
because we
He
discussed.
disagreed with the bishops.
No, he did not disagree.
The president
You
does
did
not agree
hear
that
what the
people are.
president said.
He said the economy
Repeat
is
what
fine.
he said now.
Yeah,
Let me see.
The president told.
No, repeat what he said.
Just for a moment. Let me allow my producer. Can you please play back the president's response to the bishops?
Yeah, he
when
cannot
he was there?
They cannot disagree.
He disagreed with them on two things. He said that he will not give a red carpet to the opposition. On the other hand, he said that all refer in politics. Just a moment, sir.
No.
Let Nigerians hear.
Let me be honest.
You were not there, but let Nigerians
let me
hear.
be honest to you. Do you just come and lay a red carpet for opposition to come and be dancing around? If you're a politician,
you don't think that fairness is?
No, it's fairness. President Tinubu is fair to them. They have not touched any of them unknowingly. No, because the law of the land is very straightforward. And if you respect the law of the land, you live well in the country, anywhere in the world.
You want to listen to what the president said now?
Yes, I want to see.
Let Nigerians be a witness.
Yes, I just want to listen.
Okay.
Because you say he insulted the Catholic bishops.
Can you please put on the speaker in the studio? I want the senator to hear loud and clear.
Please.
And Nigerians also should watch this.
I would like to see it.
All right. This was how the president responded to the bishops at his villa.
I didn't run away. I asked for this job. And I'm in it. Those who will take it from me will try. They will try. All is fair in politics. And it's equal opportunity. AhmeD, you mentioned, are neutral. They've never intimidated anybody. If political opponents are crying wolves, maybe they are afraid of their own shadows and the uncertainty in the companies they keep. Not me. I'm ready to play, but I won't give them red carpet. I won't offer them the leash to tie me and rope me. No. We wrestle each other to the finishing point. That's the truth. That's fair in politics.
Senator, you had a president.
Yes, what he said, he cannot give them red carpet. If I'm your enemy, will you give me red carpet?
Do you see opposition as enemies?
No. If I'm fighting with you, will you give me red carpet?
Is that how you people in APC see opposition in this country as enemies?
Listen to me. I'm a very fair-minded man. And sure, you know that I speak the truth. So if I come and I will address my room for opposition to come and leave and be insulting my children, then I'll be a good man. No, it's not true. He said that we will have a fair contest. If I heard what he said he's not going to touch anybody, but we'll have a fair contest. Any day President Tinubu have disrespect to the opposition or have disrespect to the Catholic Church, I will resign from APC.
Your very good friend, Rotimi Amechi, was in that chair yesterday, and he says that this government and President Tinubu and the presidency has disrespected the Catholic Church.
I don't think so. That is his opinion. And it's my friend abroad.
And it's a Catholic church.
And I was in his house yesterday to condole with him on the death of the mother.
And plan for 2027 too?
No.
Or was just the condolence?
No condolence. So,
you politicians, one can never trust
No. But you see, I'm one politician. The president knows I go to everybody's house. I eat with everybody. I don't take these things to heart. Because we that come from private sector, we don't think about what other people who make politics their job do. President can never insult the Catholic bishops. Never. Knowing him. From what I see.
Do you think that the presidency should apologize to the Catholic Church?
No, the president didn't say anything that needs apology. Bola is more of
the presidency.
No, Bola is not part of the presidency.
Because the inference, just for a moment, you are just one person.
Of another person.
It's not me. I'm not the member of the Catholic Church.
I told you that Baya Odonuga, in his normal head and normal self, cannot.
But I've just quoted you things that have come from the presidency in defense of the presidency. Do you think that if there is enemies given from the church, you think that the presidency should apologize?
No, if there is anything wrong the president have done to the church. He should apologize. Yes.
All right, let me ask you. The APC came to power, Senator, and you are one of those who went to the podium to scream that the APC is the best thing. You promised security.
And
Just a moment, sir. Just a moment, sir. Just a moment, sir. You promised security, prosperity, improved living standards. 3 years into the Tinubu administration, many Nigerians say life has become more difficult, purchasing power has declined, poverty has deepened. Has the government underestimated the social cost of the reforms? Does government owe Nigerians an apology for the hardship we see today?
No. 3 years ago, did you have Iran, US, and Israel war? 3 years ago, do you have Ukraine and Russia war? The country, the world is dynamic because we have planned what to do, and things are strongly blocked. 3 years ago, do you have blockage in the Strait of Hormuz? So, I want people to start being as wise as my grandmother. People are not looking at economic dynamics because if you go to London today, things are hard. People are demonstrating every day. You go to Canada today, you go to America today, fuels are costing almost $5 a gallon.
Senator, if you want to debate on economy, I can spend the next 30 minutes to do that with you. My forte is political economics. And I can tell you, Senator, if you argue like that, and I would like to ask you, what is the global price of fuel today, of oil today? It's about $90. Those who will say, if your mainstay is giving you more FX, what should that do to your economy? More money, isn't it? If you have more money, should your people be suffering?
Mind you, that previous government front-loaded some of the oil. Some crude oil were sold.
Previous government, APC government, you mean?
No, listen, government is government, whether it's APC or not.
It's a continuum.
Yeah, it's a continuous something.
So it's a failure of APC.
No, let me be honest. Now you are talking about, I don't even know who among them will do anything better than what is being happened.
But you were in the Senate when they were printing money. You did not object to it.
Who told you?
Is it not a failure of yourself and your colleagues?
Let me ask you a question. Who told
when they were
you?
printing money?
Who told you?
Like a drunken sailor.
Did they bring a printing press in the chambers of the Senate? I'm just a legislator. I didn't participate in the executive. My duty is to make laws.
But you failed in oversight.
Any day
you failed in oversight.
No,
in fact, you were a principal officer in the Senate.
Let me be honest to you, because I cannot sit in all the committees. Any day you give me a executive position to do, I'll do it and do it well.
Senator, should I ask you a question? You have 3 major roles as an elected senator. Are you aware?
Of course, I have a role.
The second most important role is oversight. Just a moment, sir.
Yes.
Do you think that you and your colleagues failed in your duty to oversight the government that was printing money? Are you able to apologize to Nigeria that under your watch, people allowed the past government to drive the economy to a standstill?
I don't work in the central bank, and I wasn't a member.
I just told you now that that's your role. If you don't realize that, let me remind you. You're one of your major senators.
No, you can't say
the second most important role of a lawmaker is oversight.
And the overcommittee.
But you were a principal officer.
No, being the principal officer.
You are a major stakeholder in the APC government at the time. But you watched on as the economy was driven down the drain. They were printing money. You agree they printed money or not?
Go and get the footnotes.
Do you agree they were printing money?
No, they printed money and we cautioned them.
But you still allowed it go.
The governor of Central Bank there is alive.
But do you realize, are you able to apologize to Nigeria that your party failed Nigerians? It's your party, isn't it?
And so what?
Nigerians are suffering today, Senator. Is that fair?
No, you can't come people here to harass them. You don't harass
I'm not harassing you.
No, you are not.
I'm just holding you accountable.
This is not
You're a member of government.
I'm a member of government.
Yeah.
I'm President Tinubu has not printed money.
Do you agree that?
So can we move forward? That taking me back.
But we are suffering. Nigerians are suffering.
Not because
the economy
is what has happened to Nigeria since 1960.
All right, give me a moment, Senator. We'll go on a break. We will not take it easy. Nigerians will not take it easy with those who fail in government. And that's why you promise Nigerians that you are going to do it. And if you don't do it, we hold you accountable. That's our role in the media.
No, we have said we will be accountable to whatever we do.
And that's what I'm asking you. It's a failure, isn't it?
No, it's not a failure.
Because the government has said they were printing money.
You are being biased. You are not.
I'm asking you.
No, you are not talking
sir. You agree that money was being printed under the Buhari government, sir?
Yeah, they printed money.
Is that a failure or not?
That Tinubu printed money.
I'm asking you, is that a failure?
I have more access to Tinubu than Buhari.
But you just told me on this program
I'm telling you
that government is a continuum, sir.
It's continuum, yes, of course.
And it was an APC government.
No, we advise. Go and get the footnote of the Senate.
But I'm just asking, is that a failure?
We advise the executive that they should not print money. Like we have told this president, we will not print money. And he's adhering to it.
All right, sir. Just give me a moment. We'll be right back after this break. Program, Senator. It's a pleasure having you on the program today.
Thank you very much.
Senator, there are those who say you need to be careful of what to say when you say the economy is looking good. And I'm wondering if you can go to Igbere Market and say that. I don't know whether you can go to Kano Market and say that.
Putting things in my mouth. Yeah. I've always said, if you recall what I've said in this studio, in other studio, I said for the last 3 years, we're able to stabilize the economy. We're able to stabilize the macro economy. We are working on the micro economy, which the real causes of not stabilizing that is the banditry. And you can see what is happening. President Tinubu has taken it upon himself in fighting these bandits.
So it's not something you want to say in public that everything is well.
No, I'm not saying that. I never say everything is well.
But how do you then campaign?
No, I said that, listen to me. Yes, I said the macro economy is doing very well.
You said that earlier.
We are stabilizing it. Mm-hmm. So stabilize the economy. Uh-huh. And when you stabilize the economy, we need to go and fight from the root, the root cause, which you just saw what happened in Kwara, in Niger and Kebbi, releasing these people because President Tinubu and the National Security Advisor's Office and the armed forces and the police, they are working with the DSS to get out these hoodlums so that we can go back to farm and the micro part of the economy will be stabilized.
So it's still going to be a bit difficult to convince people to vote for Tinubu and APC now.
No, that is under
I'm asking.
You read the social media. You live in the social media.
I read it a lot.
You live in social media.
I read
Half of the things they say in social media are lies. So let me be honest with you. Nigerians are suffering.
So the young people of Nigeria who are on social media are liars.
Not only young people. I go to social media sometimes.
So everything on social media is a lie.
I say half of the things they say in social media.
You don't agree with it.
Half of
because it doesn't favor your narrative.
No, not about me. It's about our country. Because people are now putting things like AI, lies, and all the rest of them going to create rules.
But you saw the protests on the street about hardship in this country.
This is why it's a democratic government. Protest is part of democracy. I cannot deny them not to protest. No. It's their entitlement to protest. But are we doing well? The answer is yes. But we have not gotten where we're supposed to be.
You said, Senator, recently, that you declared that President Tinubu has no competitor. And it cannot be defeated in a free and fair election because the opposition is weak. Isn't that a risky political assumption in a democracy where elections are ultimately decided by voters experiencing economic hardship rather than party structures? Senator, are you reading the political mood correctly?
No. It seems you are a member of ADC or NDC.
Yesterday they called me a member of the APC.
You are a member of this party. You are a member of opposition. Really? You are a member of opposition.
Because you're uncomfortable with the question I'm asking.
No, listen to me. I'm not uncomfortable.
Are you sweating?
I'm going to answer you. No.
Are you sweating?
You are the one sweating.
I'm not sweating.
I'm not sweating.
So you are the one in the government that needs to answer to the Nigerian people. You will go and seek votes.
No,
Can you complain that your government has done well to the Nigerian people, Senator?
Yes, you cannot be asking me questions and shouting up.
I'm not shouting, sir. We're having a conversation, sir.
Stop being a member of a political party.
I'm not a member of any political party. I've never been.
I told you in this here that President Tinubu have no competition. And I'm still repeating it. He has no competition.
What do you mean by that?
Because you check what we did during the primaries, number of people, our membership of the party, things Tinubu have done all over Nigeria, although you will still say it's not enough. The new roads is created, the new things they have done. I mean, a lot of things have been done by this government. It's just that we are very, very unlucky that we didn't market it very well. And marketers, Tinubu was not interested in marketing any goods he sold or delivered. People just took everything for granted he had been doing for Nigeria because Tinubu himself have a lot of arch enemies, whether in and out of government, who want to pull him down. Otherwise, why must we be having Boko Haram? So he has no competition. The opposition is very weak. I repeat it again to you. The opposition is very, very,
You
very
said
weak.
that the last time around, and President Tinubu was defeated in his home state of Lagos.
No, I have never told you. We have not done any election.
Last time around, you
No,
told,
I never.
you said,
No, I never
last
said.
time, just a moment, sir.
No,
let me
President
remind
Tinubu
you.
have not run any election in 3 years.
No. You in 2022 before 2023.
No. I came.
You said that APC will win very well, and that there is no.
No.
You told him that you will even get votes in the southeast.
No,
that you and your colleagues will vote for the president in the southeast.
We never discussed. Well, after he was elected last year,
do you think that the president?
I came here. You said the party have not done well.
Do you think that the president can gain ground in the southeast?
Sure.
Even with a Peter Obi phenomenon.
Sure.
As the son of the soil.
We are going to give a good account of ourselves in the southeast.
Although you fail,
I'm never
100% failure.
No, listen to me.
For your party in the southeast, all the 5 states.
No, why are you telling? Are you the one going to vote?
I'm telling you, Senator.
No, listen.
In 2023, your party failed woefully in the southeast.
No, listen to me.
Yes, sir.
The opposition is very weak. If they were together, we will start having some sleepless nights. Now they are not together.
Are you being overconfident?
No. I'm believing.
Is that something Nigerians should be worried about?
No.
Are you guys planning to cook the
Listen
votes?
to me. Nobody, since I started doing politics, nobody have ever rigged the election for me. I never supported rigging of election, and I will not support rigging of election. That is the truth. Never.
But the question I'm asking, Senator,
so
is
for
that
you,
could economic frustration become the opposition's strongest campaign message?
No, the economy is doing well, partially. But it's not going down the way it's expected.
So how then do you campaign to the people
who are down? And that is why we are campaigning, that even when you have done well in many areas and some areas are not good, they give us opportunity to rewrite the paper. When you don't do well in part of your exams, you give it opportunity to rewrite it. You are not telling, you don't go away. But let me tell you.
So Nigerians should reward your failure for a second term.
In the scale of 100.
Is that what you're saying?
President Tinubu have done for his tenure, he has done 65% well. Only the microeconomy. You know, I speak the
And you think that the 65% can end in a re-election?
No, that is a pass, heavy pass. Is going to by September, October, he will be there in 70%, which is A.
Senator, have you looked at the array and the political sagacity and the popularity of the people that will be on the ballot? And I could just release the details and the credentials for the presidential election candidates. And you look at those who are there, those who have threatened 6.9 million from Atiku, 6.7 million from Peter Obi the last time. There's going to be a Donald Duke on the ballot. There's going to be Adewale Adebayo on the ballot. There's going to be Showore on the ballot. These are people that have run election before against President Bola Tinubu. And you think that the race is going to be the same?
The race is the same because if they were together
against an Atiku,
against any of them, I don't like to call names of these people.
What about what is happening in the north? This disaffection that we are hearing. Does that bother you?
No, because the north will come to realize that they need to support President Tinubu.
On what basis?
On basis of performance.
Okay.
The performance that you said that the macroeconomy, the people down there still don't feel it.
The macroeconomy is caused by the problem by the bandits.
And you think that the people who are voting, who are feeling the greater percentage?
Why don't you give the government credit of the bandits they just released from
I just announced.
You announced.
Congratulations.
You didn't give credit to
where the government has done where we are announced. Yesterday we had an we had an Senate DG there. I saw for myself what he did. On this program, we applaud the NEL Fund project. We applaud the Credit Corp project. We applaud the NSA, the DSS, the Army for what they are doing. But when the government is is flawed in his activity, we will say it, Senator.
So is it that those
We are
people
a
you
mirror
call
of the society.
those people that are private sector, they are not government?
I said there are areas, and I'm asking.
But
I'm
I'm also
specifically on the
telling you
economy.
there are areas the man have done very well. Even in the economy have done well. It's just that they have not trickled down. I've been telling you this.
So the question
I
here,
cannot look at you. I'm an entrepreneur.
You're a politician. You're a politician.
No, I'm an entrepreneur.
Senator,
correct yourself.
Leave that alone.
No. Correct yourself.
Entrepreneur, please. And you're in the National Assembly.
No, I'm an entrepreneur.
You spend
who chooses to be the
National you spend more than half of your life being in government.
No.
8 years as governor.
Yes.
8 years as senator.
Yes.
8 plus 8, 16.
Yes.
And you don't think that is substantial?
No, and all those times,
your adult life,
I have been.
So you're a politician because you own, you have a public office. And the question I'm asking, an Atiku Abubakar doesn't give you a threat.
Listen, I don't like to call. You see, all these people are our
He's going to be on the ballot.
No, he's on the ballot. But
why are you
what I
away?
told you what I said. I said all these people are not straight. If they have been together, there will be problem.
So you think that the coalition is what should give you sleepless night?
Yeah, it will give us a little, but not too much.
If President Tinubu,
no, I'm not having sleepless nights.
If the President Tinubu loses the election in 2027, what would you say?
I will say congratulations to whoever wins, but President Tinubu can never lose the election.
Can never?
No, no, I'm not God because
so why are you saying that
he has done so well. And our party, widespread party people will not allow him to lose the election. They are going to campaign until we win. But whoever wins, we congratulate him. But I'm telling you, you can never lose. Because our party...
Can your party win in Abia State where you come from?
No, we are not...
An Alex Oti.
No, I don't want to talk issue of Oti because Oti is a brother to me and my banker. So I'm not sure we are going to be talking about that here. Anything I want to tell Oti, I tell him inside the room.
Why are you hiding under one thing? I'm asking you, Senator, can Tinubu win in your Abia State?
Sure.
With Alex Oti on the seat?
Yes.
And his popularity?
Yes.
You see Alex Oti returning?
Yes.
Alex Oti will win the governorship?
Yes.
But your party will win the presidency?
Yes.
Are you in alliance with Alex Oti?
No.
Is he working with your party?
No.
Okay. Thank you, Senator Oji Uzokalu. Many thanks for coming.
Oh my God, I love you, love. Oh. Hey, the fear of Alex Oti. Make it talk. His mouth used to run before. His mouth no feel move again. The guy is all of a sudden he can't talk. Hey, God abeg o. Nothing like when you govern well. When you govern well, even your enemies go dey fear to talk about you because not be in village. Make e yarn up pattern na. Oh God o. Hey, una dey see una senator. That one na senator. Now, let me give Shehu his flowers on this interview. But let me also announce to Shehu that going forward, this is the expectation we have of him, regardless of who shows up to his studio. Not be saying now, he don't see Orji Uzokalu corner because it's easy for him to corner him. Then when the real APC munchkins show up, you know, go see Matt they talk. When Wike show up, you know, go see Matt they ask a question. We are looking, we are observing. Well, I say this interview was quite interesting. You see, as you take play video, that's exactly what we expect. You see, as you take push back, that's exactly what we expect from every guest that comes to your table. Not be the one you go come, you go only choose, you go they pick and choose the one where you go give tough question. So let's move on. Meanwhile, now yesterday they don't send EFCC after Davido uncle. Davido said don't come out. They tell people, say maybe they come out, come vote, nothing go happen. Anyway, I'm going to be sharing it with you people, all of us watch out together. See, you dey tell am say make e talk o. The man is afraid. He know now. He don gree say oti go win. He know. I'm telling you, Rose. See, if Seun treat every guest like that, we go know say yes, na im work e dey do. Not be say when other APC people come, like Felix Moka, Wike, all those other people come, e go just leave there, they go just dey talk, dey bamboozle. As you take play video, that's exactly how we want you to play. When they lie, especially when Bola, play video for am, no argument. Okay, now this is Ekiti. Make una listen o.
You are aware of constant police raids and arrests of ACORD leaders
Adeleke support,
for no reason
he support Tinubu
and without any
say that one
warrant
go
of
save am.
arrest. Several ACORD members have been killed
Okay.
and 60 ACORD members have been arrested and taken to Abuja
The dining
and detained without any charges. All this intimidation and attacks were carried out on the order of Oyetola over an election his candidate cannot win. As if all this were not enough, this morning we received a letter from our banker forwarding a letter from the EFCC instructing the bank to freeze Osun State government account. This action was taken without any court order. We are supposed to be in democracy, where the rule of law must always prevail. We will therefore not accept any situation where federal agencies trample on the constitutional right of subnational governments. This is a threat to democracy. If we all keep quiet and allow this illegality, very soon, whatever is left of our democracy will be fully eroded.
But when they did it in
All
Edo
I
State,
ask is for
you
the
look the
EFCC
other
chairman
way. You were supposed to support
explain
Aswa
to the
Ighodalo,
people
but
of
you
Osun
look the
State
other way and allow
and to
the
the
mess to
Nigerians in
happen.
general
You see how
why
it
he
goes
froze
around?
Osun State government account and show proof to support whatever reason he presents.
We're all learning.
These and all our illegalities being visited on Osun State is turning our democracy into a huge joke. I am instructed by Attorney General to challenge this illegality at the Federal High Court, Osogbo. As for me, we are pushing ahead with our campaign. And I know by the special grace of God, we shall overcome. Thank you.
Governor Adeleke, but you came out and you said you were throwing your support behind Tinubu because he's a Yoruba man. Those were your words. You came out and you said it. Those were your words. You said you are supporting him because he's a Yoruba man. It's on tape. We have it. Now the man is choking hand inside your eye. All of a sudden, EFCC is all over your account. They don't freeze your account. You can't even run an election. What were you thinking? Did you think that if you support evil, it will leave you alone? It's coming for you. You cannot be dancing with evil and expect that. You cannot be playing with fire and expect not to get burnt. That's exactly what Tinubu is telling you. You were you say you are voting for him because he's a Yoruba man. He's still there on record. We see the tape. You thought by saying that you'll be protecting your interests. Okay, here we are. The same thing with Edo. When you were supposed to stand with Aswe, you did not. You allowed the rubbish that happened in, look at today now. Edo State is a laughing stock to the whole world. Even me, I see they laugh. I see they laugh per second. Now they laugh at Edo State. You see, The trap when you set for other people, when you look away, when evil is happening to other people, guess what? You think you will escape? Here we are. We are all watching this now. We'll see how it plays out, because people are advising you now, you better quickly go and get the UN involved and tell them. Abi, okay, when we dey here, we dey watch. Meanwhile, there was protest of Tinubu must go. Whether they say na Sowore organize am, I no know. More na listen. They say police and wetin dem dey call am? There were collaboration between official and unofficial armed forces. Exactly, sing, blam, perform, no. Okay.
Both to himself and to the obedient cause. Why do I say that? We didn't form a government. We haven't formed a government. So people, Okada men, rode on the back of the obedient movement and went into the Green Chamber. They went in there and couldn't uphold the philosophy of the obedient movement, which was for us to have an egalitarian nation where the child of a nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. One of the testing moments for those who went into the Green Chamber through the obedient movement was that time that vehicles were going to be given to them. One expected that they would have said, no, okay, yes, we need vehicles, all right, but can we have made in Nigeria? Because that's what we stand for. Exactly. We want made in Nigeria vehicles that will move us around our nation. They failed in that. If we, the likes of me, for instance, were to be in the Green Chamber, I wouldn't have accepted that very offer. So many people, just like even what I said earlier about the obedient movement, you have so many of them in different political parties. It's not a political party, it's a movement. And right now we have even metamorphosed to the OK movement. So we have gone beyond the obedient movement. They are still discussing the obedient movement. We are now discussing the alliance between the obedient movement and the Concoursia movement.
That's
so
an interesting point.
We are building an institutional angle to it now. And by the grace of God, by the time Peter Obi becomes president in 2027, and he serves out the 4 years, 2031, there will be a continuity agenda. One of which some of us who wanted to go to the Green Chamber, if I was given the opportunity, right, and I got to the Green Chamber, would have been talking about repealing the Constitution of Nigeria and replacing it with the People's Constitution, using the 2014 National Confab document to give the Nigerian people a people's constitution. And one of the changes that would have been established if Peter Obi were to be given chance in 2027 is this one-term presidency thing. I am very certain that the document of our country, the constitution, would have then now been amended or repealed and replaced, where it will capture that a president has only one term for maybe 5 years or 6 years, as already discussed in the 2014 confab document.
Mazi Dixon, you're moving into other areas.
Yes, that's so. I mean, for you to understand the
points that some
presidency brings
is
to
what
the
I'm
table.
trying to get you to. You're projecting into if he became president.
That's our
He
interest
hasn't
now, not to
become
be
president.
discussing Isaac Balami, who has become.
No,
we wish him
that's
well,
the
we wish him
topic
all
of-
the best, but that's not our problem.
Yes,
He's not running for
not.
president. If
Exactly.
he was running for president, then I'll be engaging him.
Exactly. Well said.
If I want to engage you,
Queen, continue.
Mr. Celestia, sincerely, I love to engage you simply because you are well informed and you know what you are saying. I've listened to you on this platform and I've listened to some people. Some people will just have to just joke it out just as they're playing because I hardly get angry with people, especially when it has to do with politics, you know, because our relationship really matters. We don't know where we are going to meet. But the truth is this, as a Nigerian, oh God. Right? So, Mr. Celestia, are you with me? Yes, I'm with you. You see, let me tell you something. Nigeria may not be working to you. It is working for some.
All Nigerians.
We have seen, hold on. We have seen people to just pay, they are nobody. But because of their interest in politics, because they participated in politics, they are now a minister. They are now a directors in.
Mr. Ojaja, I want you to correct yourself.
Hold on, sir.
Not say
you see, the only thing I love is that I used to
he's
tell
manipulating the people. He's manipulating the
hold on,
followers.
let me just land. You will
I
talk
just want
now.
you to correct that.
I said I love engaging you. Hold on, please. You see, the joy of it is that if you believe in NDC, don't let it end on the social media. Go to the grassroots, approach them, talk to them. Why you don't want them to vote Ashwaju? Educate them. You don't need to say a lot of words to convince an electorate.
We have to
say a lot of words. We are going into an election that we are also prepared to defeat NDC.
We are
also preparing to defeat us.
If we are not doing that,
the joy of
your
it
party is busy.
Nigeria. Hold on now. The joy of it is that Nigeria should stand.
Votes.
Nigeria should. Should I hold on for you to talk, sir?
I just
so that I can be able to respond to you.
Ojanija, you cannot call Ashwaju. You cannot say Ashwaju has made people. He has not made anybody. Somebody that ruled Lagos State
you
for
don't
8
need
years
to talk like that now. You cannot even say this in public.
And you are saying that he's not making anybody. He's manipulating the people in Lagos State. He's a manipulator.
You cannot say it in public that Ashwaju has not made anybody in
I'm a
Nigeria.
Nigerian. I have the right.
You cannot say that. If you say it in public, people will not listen to you. People will consider you as somebody who is naive.
It's only myopic people that will not listen. Every
no. You cannot say it in public. People before
Tinubu is not a Democrat. He's a manipulator.
Obi is also looking
He's
for
a
the president of
manipulator.
Ashwaju.
He's a dictator.
Yes.
Do people need to leave the bubble?
Let me tell you something. If Ashwaju competes and the president is coming back to the southeast,
that is not the definition of democracy.
Obi will go and see for Ashwaju.
Ojanija, can I explain to you the meaning of democracy? Democracy is not when you turn yourself to a godfather.
That's what you mean by
that's what I'm saying. He's undemocratic. He's the one enforcing candidates on every Lagosians. Every Lagosians, they don't have their right to vote. Even party members of APC. Tinubu will sit down in his bedroom and draw the list of who is going to be a senator, who is going to be a rep, who is going to.
He left office and hand over democracy to the people in Anambra.
Let them have the right to make their choice. That is what democracy is all about. That is what democracy is all about. You said Tinubu is working for you. He's not working for you because you are using solar in your life, in your house. You didn't even have.
Don't say that I'm not using solar. I'm using 24 hours power supply.
You are using power supply. That was when you changed the place where you are seated.
I'm telling you.
Tinubu is forcing. He's doing money politics.
I enjoy the same life I have.
Ojanija, can you listen? If you say you are enjoying, let's have this conversation. If you are a Democrat, you allow the people from the party to make their choice. But Tinubu did not do that. Everybody that will contest Tinubu,
because those investors cannot come and invest in rural areas.
Tinubu is not a Democrat. He's not a Democrat. He's a dictator. He's a manipulator.
I am paying the same amount of people.
I just want you to know that.
In this country, okay, this place I am paying close to 100,000 or 80,000.
You are the only one that is seeing light in Nigeria. Nigerians are not seeing the promise of Bola AhmeD Tinubu. The promise of electricity, he has failed in that respect. So you cannot defend him. You are only defending because you are a member of APC. That is the reason why you are defending him. And it's a failure.
But they cannot do it in area like Adimosho.
He forbid Ashwaju second term. Even Lagosians are aware. They know that Bola AhmeD is a dictator, and they know it's a scam. That was why Lagos people rejected him in the last election. In the last election, everybody came out massively and they voted against him. They voted for Peter because they know Tinubu. They know that it's a deceit. It's full of manipulation. That's what he's doing. That is credibility. He's the only state. He's the only governor that left many the highest number of debts in the history of Nigeria, and that is in the history of Africa. Ashwaju left the highest debt in Lagos State. He didn't construct any road, he didn't do any school, no renovation, no hospital, no school, no university. There is no record that you can tell me about what he did.
I have a question for Mr. Ajaja.
He didn't have any credibility, no integrity, he didn't have any transparency, no accountability.
Corruption and
I have a question for Ajaja. Okay, sir. So you made mention that you use 24 hours lights in Magodo.
No, right? I'm not in Magodo. I'm in Akure, Alagbata, Aijako.
Okay, so you use 24 hours power supply
all the time, yes, sir.
And you made mention that you pay around 80 to 100,000 for the power supply, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me, how does it make sense that the minimum wage of a country is 70,000 naira, and you are paying 80,000, 100,000 to have a 24-hour supply? Please tell me, how does that make sense?
Let's hear.
You see, I love your question. I love your question. It's a very good question, and I'm going to answer you with my own level of understanding. You see, there's what we call band A, band B. Yeah, I think in Nigeria, so that I want you to understand that. You see, these problems we are talking about did not start from today. Did not start yesterday. It has been over the years. Are you with me? I am not an economist, you get, but as an analyst, I want you to listen to me. As an analyst, to better a country, there are some variables that are important to take note of. You see, when you are trying to balance something, it is going to affect another thing. When I showed you remove subsidy, I was totally against it because I was buying fuel at 180, and suddenly the thing rose to about 1,000 plus. I was so sad that what is all this? And sincerely, that time I was in London then for about a year. I didn't come to Nigeria.
So, a follow-up question. So you could just answer. So you just answer the question.
Okay, yeah.
He has not answered the question. The
question is, want to ask the question to you.
How do a citizen earning minimum wage of 70,000 and survive?
That is what I want to explain to you now.
Don't go. See, you are not in a classroom. You can't lecture us. Go straight to your response. Stop telling us you are in London. You are. Nobody care where you are. Go ahead and tell us your response to the question.
I am a woman. I have woman feelings.
You are not a woman. You are a woman. Go ahead. We are hearing you.
Yeah, a woman.
I have human feelings, and I want you to know that. During okay,
a follow-up question to my question.
That's not a problem. Don't
okay. Sorry, sir. The follow-up question is: you said you live in the UK.
I don't live in the UK.
No, you live in the UK.
I work in the UK. And
okay, so
but presently I'm in Nigeria. I work from here.
Okay, good. So do you have to be in a particular level before you can enjoy a 24 hours light in UK? Because you are mentioning band A, band B.
If you are not working, if you cannot pay your fees, you are not going to have light.
But if you are working and you are earning minimum wage, you will be able
to pay. Yes.
You pay for your electricity and other bills.
Pay and use it, yes.
So why you not? Okay, so put it together. If you answer the first question.
Thank you so much. You see, let me tell you, if you think Nigeria is going to be like UK, if Obi becomes the president, it will not be like that. If it doesn't work that way, I'm trying to answer you. Before I start you a match.
We're not here. We're tired of your repeat. Just answer the question straight. Stop telling us about all this story.
When I showed you, you see, that's why I don't usually like to engage women like that.
Intelligent woman.
You see, Celestia.
This platform,
you cannot discriminate against that based on agenda. That is wrong. Apart
from
why do you say you don't like talking to a woman? The host of this platform is a woman. You cannot talk
on you. You can't take on any woman.
Celestia.
Where could she from come out? Just answer the bloody question.
Celestia, you see, one thing is that I respect people a lot.
You do.
And the truth is that apart from this platform, there are places that we can see meet.
And this platform is hosted by a woman. That what you said is
yes, but you know why I said so?
You don't attack those on agenda.
When I came in, I said, hold on now. When I came in, I said, I just want to answer woman. I don't want to talk to man. You know, there are some things that we just have to just joke about and move on. We all have a mission here. You get
don't joke with that word.
And that you're on this platform does not mean that we don't have work. You also have your own work. You just feel like coming to this platform to talk, which is very good. But the truth is that let us at least respect ourselves. A little respect is okay for, at least it's okay for the body. You don't need to just come and insult me and be shut up and do this. You have to
She's not the focus. Don't disrespect her based on agenda. That's my concern. The question he was asking you simply.
Let me continue.
In UK, where you said you have lived before, with a minimum wage, you have 24/7.
Hold on now. Let me answer your question, please. Now, do you want Nigeria to just change within? Do you think Nigeria can change within 10 years?
But your party has been there for 11 years. So what the hell are you guys doing for 11 years?
Bam!
You guys are busy stealing the resources of the country. You are all a bunch of criminals in APC. That's what you guys have been doing. You have been giving excuses for the past 11 years. How many number of Nigerians will fight for you guys to fix Nigeria? No, because you are telling us that.
You are right.
Are you telling us that
all what you have said is true?
So what excuse are you giving?
I said all what you have said
since 2015.
You see,
you are blaming
let me tell you something. There is a man.
But you guys have been in power for 11 years. Excuses every year, every day. You are a bunch of failure. Nigerians know you guys have failed. Even APC members, if you have conscience, you know that your party has failed Nigerians.
Yes.
When Jonathan left office in 2015, there were 70 million Nigerians living in poverty. But by the time you guys took the baton, as we talk today, 140 million Nigerians are living in poverty. You said you have a micro and development. It's not reflecting in the life of the common man. Nigerians are dying, they are dying. There's no access to universal health care. There's no access to anything. The fuel price are going up. And you are here telling us whatever policy you and Tinubu is doing, it has not impacted the life of the common Nigerian. By the definition of human capital, single investment in human capital. With this party, you don't have any investment in human capital. You have destroyed the economy. Since Tinubu came in, inflation skyrocketed. The price of everything jumped up. The price of fuel, the price of cooking gas, the price of kerosene, everything went up. The common man needs kerosene. Right now, many people are even using, sawdust to cook. You are returning us back to the pre-colonial era. Even our colonial master did not inflate our life this way you are inflating us. Yesterday, Henry was here telling us that when the Israelites were in bondage, when they were in slavery in Egypt, they never got this level of inflation because people were not buying the way they were buying. Bandits will buy people. People will get sick. They wouldn't have access to healthcare. You guys don't have any justification to defend APC. It's time up. The guys should go. It's not a matter of religion. It's not a matter of tribalism. It's not a matter of anything. We are Nigerians, and by the virtue of the fact that we are Nigerian citizens, we have right to assess, reevaluate, and check the performance of our government. If the government is not working, I don't care who is the president. This man is a failure. Everything he has promised is a failure. The only thing he has achieved is to say that he's going to reduce the purchasing power of Nigerians. We thought he was joking. We thought it was a slip of tongue. But the man came in and reduced the purchasing power of all Nigerians. Many millionaires, they lost their status. Many people are now living in abject poverty. He was jokingly saying that he has friends that have 3 cars. Right now, they cannot even afford to put one on the road. Is that in the development? Is that impact? Is that positivity? That's a failure, man. If you don't know what failure means, that's a failure. So there is no excuse for how this government is working. It failed. Infrastructure, it failed. Inflation, it can't manage it. Poverty on the increase. Child mortality rate on the increase. So you don't have any excuse. Stop, Anshe, baby. You can't breastfeed us. We are not baby on this platform. So don't even.
I want to ask you a question. Sorry, sir.
You have not even answered anybody's question. I want to ask me a question.
All you have said is true. But now, I want to now ask you a question also as somebody who is enlightened. I can see that you are an intellectual person. That the government did not perform in democracy. Does that mean that government can lose election? I want you to answer that question, Celestia, that a man did not perform. Does that mean he cannot win election?
Can you imagine what this
Ojanija, I appreciate you.
Can you answer my
question? I appreciate you.
My simple question is that the government did not perform. Does that mean that government cannot win election?
In a
so your point right now, the only concern is to rig the election.
A failure is a failure. A government
that is the business that concerns us now. You see,
he's not going to win.
Maybe he's not going to win.
See, Ojadija, to answer you, a government that did not perform will not win. It will be bad for everybody. This government did not perform. In fact, let me tell you something. By the virtue of the failure of Bola AhmeD Tinubu, Nigerians are now starting to appreciate the life and the administration of Muhammadu Buhari. Despite that, Buhari administration was shaggy. It showed shaggy to Nigerians because there was a lot of lapses, a lot of gaps. There was nothing that man achieved in 80 years. But Nigerians were not this hungry. A bag of rice was not as expensive as it is today. And gas was not expensive. Kerosene was affordable. Fuel was affordable. The poor were able to breathe. But when Tinubu took baton, he drove us back to Egypt. So it's a failure. In fact, it's a bunch of failure with all his APC governors. And he has shown us Shege Bansa. He will be sent packing. Jonathan performed better than Buhari, but everybody voted him out, isn't it? The same thing will happen. If Tinubu let him spend $100 billion. Let him spend more than that. He will go back to body loan. Peter Obi is coming. NDC is coming. We are here. We will tell you now. No, he's going to. Peter Obi win.
You have said a lot.
You come out and say if a governor did not perform, does it mean that the governor will not win? What should we say that? In 2026. Why should we be thinking like that? So you mean a student that failed in school will now promote to the next class? It's not possible.
I don't think this man, they are not interested in whether the people vote or not. Every time you hear APC supporters talk, they're always talking about how Tinubu is going to succeed, he's going to get into power again, whether he has failed or not. And that is what they keep pushing to us. They are trying to tell us ahead of time that they're going to rig. And I need you guys to understand that just the same way you are planning to rig, we are planning to buy. We rig you.
Yes,
you understand it. We rig you. So don't worry. We are also coming for you. Okay? So plan yourself. Yes. Come rig. We go rig you join.
Awura for Awura. That is what you see. For the first time, you guys are gonna see women. We will slam dunk all of you. All of you now only. I want the baboni. What you saw? Chembosi. Just answer a simple question. I'm talking about. Answer a simple question. Simple question. Who gives a flying fuck? We said answer question. That's all. That's it. And you're playing with our lives.
You are not the one that asked me questions. You are now insulting. You are somebody's.
We are here now. We're the women now. We born you.
Yes.
Why are you giving me questions now?
Yes. Now women will come out from there. Yes, the owners of Nigeria. If you like, spend 70 billion naira. We don't give a care in the world. We have been suffering. Tell me what Tinubu don't achieve for manifesto on poverty. Oh yeah. Answer that one.
I can never answer your question.
You cannot answer any question.
I cannot answer your question. I will answer
his pocket has been lined by APC.
I don't want. I can tolerate insult from any other person, but not from you, Blozy.
Thank you. Excuse you. Answer Celestia question.
I'm not a play with person if it's in a small thing the person. Baba Tele. Mo bèrè question kan lọ́wọ́ ẹ lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Mo ní pé ṣé tí government ò bá perform, does that mean that government will not win an election? Ṣẹ́wọ̀n tó ń jẹ́ Malami.
In a working society, should that happen?
Do you know who is called Malami?
Is it Malami Abubakar?
Yeah, the former Attorney General.
Yes, we know him.
Do you know how much he stole from the last government?
Is it not the last government?
That money, hold on. That money he stole, is Nigerian money.
But it's
an APC member now. So do you know how many people that have stolen money from this country that are presently in NDC?
Corrupt.
There's nothing like party. One thing you should know in Nigeria.
He's the Minister of Justice. Point of correction. Malami is a what's it called? Minister of Justice, appointed by President Muhammadu Buhari on the mandate of
Attorney General. Is it not the Attorney General?
Attorney General and what's it called? Minister of Justice. Yes.
So when I say Attorney General, do I need to call him Minister of Justice?
Yes, of course. That is office.
I said the former Attorney General. Is that not enough?
I said he's an APC Minister of Justice. and
I
all
said
the
he
money
was
is
the former
stolen.
Attorney General.
My
Don't
brother,
tell me
all the money
what
is
is your
stolen is an
challenge.
evidence that your party is corrupt. It's full of criminals.
So, Minister of Justice, Attorney General, what is all this now? You at least let us learn. So I've learned something from you. You two try to learn. So I said Attorney General, and you are trying to correct me again.
He's the Minister of Justice now. He's not Minister of Justice.
I did not say it's not the Minister of Justice. When I said Attorney General, you are still telling me that it is not Attorney General, it is Attorney General and Minister of Justice.
Of course, that's the offices of
the
Minister of Justice and the Attorney General. Nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ dákun.
Even know the point is trying to.
Are you here for confession?
You are telling us that
APC.
You are telling us that
your
APC Attorney General is a criminal. If he's a criminal, all of you in APC are all criminal. All of you have records. Yaya Bello stole 88.8 billion naira from Kogi State. EFCC declared him wanted. Today, APC gave him senatorial tickets. That shows that your party doesn't have any integrity. There's no credibility in the leadership of your party. Your party is full of armed robbers. That is what APC stands for. So, you want to tell me about him? All of you guys in APC, that's what you guys are doing.
That APC people deserve.
Everyone in that APC party, they are all criminals. And that is how we know that their president, their leader is the higher criminal. Because a criminal will always want to work with other criminals. He will want to surround himself with people that, they can commit crime together and get away with it. Nobody's going to tell on each other because they are a bunch of a feather. And we are rooting all of you out till the very last root. We are not going to leave a single one of you. So enjoy that small change when they give you now. Chop on because he go purge you tomorrow. We are taking all of you out. And you don't get anything when you do. I can't rig it.
It's still dark. Is it that enough?
So the man called Abubakar, the former Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, when he was swearing in 2015, he doesn't have money to buy paint to renovate his building, his house, where he lives. He doesn't have money to buy anything.
You don't know anything. You are talking to a former senior advocate of you are saying he doesn't have anything. You don't know what you are saying.
Declared, the document that he signed. What business does he have? What business?
A former senior advocate, you are telling me what business. Do you know what is called a senior advocate of Nigeria?
What is his asset?
Do you know what is called a senior advocate of Nigeria?
Senior advocate of Nigeria. He's senior advocate of Nigeria.
You don't have money to buy pen.
He's not a license to steal money. He doesn't make him a Yahoo boy. Because he's a senior advocate.
Do you have a senior advocate in your family?
What are you saying? Anyway, let's
what are you saying?
Ojanija, listen.
You are telling me that
Ojanija, don't turn this platform to a noise platform. You are the one that mentioned him. We know many people who are criminal in APC. We didn't even mention, but you remember the list of your members in APC. He was appointed. How many senior advocates get money?
If you have one,
mention their name, and I will show you a list of senior advocates that are begging. You don't know what you are saying. Anyway,
doesn't have money to buy. How much you?
All the property that you acquired, he didn't have any one of them before 2015.
Bam.
That man, government, Federal High Court, gave a judgment that 57 properties that EFCC wrote, EFCC challenged to the court that they should forfeit his assets. 57 properties. This is a man that do not have one on his record, despite the fact that he was a senior advocate of Nigeria. Senior advocate of Nigeria is not a license to go and steal. That guy is an armed robber and is an APC Minister of Justice. They took all this property away from him. He's a member of APC. And many of them are still there.
You see, out of 57 property. Hold on. If you don't, let me enlighten you.
You can't enlighten me on this.
Hold on. Let me educate you on that, Malami. Malami had AFCC seized 46 property out of 57. He owned about 11 before he became the Attorney General of this federation. 11 houses.
That's not true. That's not correct. That's not correct. Give us the names, the list of those 11 that he owns. He doesn't have any. That's a lie. That's a lie. The list of the property that was stolen. He had one luxury duplex at Amazon Street in Abuja. That's in Maitama. That property is worth 5.95 billion naira. 5.95 billion naira. He bought that property in 2022. Where did he get the money from? And he was appointed in 2015. He had 2-story building at number 3 Onisha Crescent in area 11 Gariki Abuja. That property, he bought it for 7 billion naira in 2018. This is the man that was appointed in 2015. Where did he get that money from? Bam. Plot 683 Jabi District in Cadastral Zone Abuja. He bought 5-story building that is operating Metal Hotel Limited with 53 rooms. He purchased that in 2020 for 300 million naira, 850 million naira. can I finish? He's online. Go and check it on newspaper. Stop interjecting me. Stop interjecting me. That property is worth 8.4 billion naira. When I'm mentioning the property, I give you the address of the property so you can fact check it. You can Google it online, fact check it. Maybe the address you don't understand. Plot 683, Jabidi Street, Cadastral Zone, BO4 Abuja. 8.4 billion, and he bought it in 2020. Kilode, the Office of Minister of Justice, is it to be stealing money? He's an armed robber because he's paper, he's president, he's an armed robber. Can you allow me to finish? Tell us how much bring your facts. Stop talking. You will bring evidence. You will not just accuse him without bringing evidence. You bring evidence, but we have evidence. Don't come here and lie to anybody. It's only for the criminals, and we have all the evidence. Bring your own evidence. This APC Minister of Justice, he bought property at number 3130, Cadastral Zone, Asokoro in Abuja. That property was purchased for 360 million. January 2021.
Celestia, the man is not a minister of justice. He was appointed by the president as the attorney general of the federation. And APC president appointed him.
APC Minister Attorney General. APC Attorney General. He bought a house at number 3 Rain Street in Maitama, Abuja for 12.95 billion naira 2018. And he was appointed in 2015. Where did he see that money from? He bought another property. APC Attorney General, plot number 1241B, Asokoro District. That's across number 11A, Yakubu Gowon Crescent in Abuja, in July 2021 for 325 million. Please, everybody listening to us, how much is the salary of Attorney General of Nigeria? How much? The salary is online. It's available. Everybody can access it. How much is the salary of Attorney General? Even ministers, what is their salary? How much is it that this man steal money like this so much? He bought another property at number 4, Ahmadu Bello's Way in Nasarawa GRA, Kano. He purchased it in December 2022 for 300 million naira. He bought another one property at 157 Lamido Crescent in Nasarawa GRA, Kano in 2019. That is 4 years after he was appointed. This same APC Attorney General bought Plaza that is using for commercial business, warehouses, tank. He owns a tank as well, opposite Binikebi Market, valued at 100 million naira. This APC Attorney General stole Nigeria money to buy 100 acres of land along Binikebi Jega Road. He purchased that in 2020 for 100 million naira. Please, how much is the salary of an Attorney General? Don't forget, it's now in justice.
I hope you know it's how much? It's okay. You don't need to be listening to
No. Don't let them pay you. Oga, don't interject me. I will read this. You will read it. Money that belongs to Nigerians. So everything back. Why didn't they pay you? Calm down. If you want to cry small, but no interject. Text side, they listen. I don't say go they pay you for body, go they pay you. We understand. It's normal. It's human for you to cry, say the thing they pay you. But now APC, he bought 4-bedroom bungalow at Gesi Face, Binikebi. He purchased that in 2023 for 101 million naira. APC Attorney General, he bought shops A36 and shop B3 at Vegas Mall, Wuse to Abuja. He purchased that in July 2023 for 158 million naira. He bought another property. APC Attorney General stole Nigeria money, bought property at number 26 Babi Drive, Boa Estate in Abuja. He purchased that in 2022 for 136 million. Please, what is the work of Attorney General? Is it to be stealing Nigeria money, to be manipulating Nigerians and be pretending that they are all fighting corruption? APC is a disaster. Anybody that votes that party, you are destroying Nigeria, you are destroying your generation and the unborn generation of your children. Bam. APC Attorney General bought a property at number 27, FAB Estate in Abuja, 5th Avenue, 59 Crescent in Guaripa, Abuja, on January 2016, just 1 year after he was sworn into office, for 120 million. How much be in salary? He bought another property, APC Attorney General, 4-bedroom bungalow with 2-room box quarters at number 10B, Doka Crescent, Akpaka GRA, Kaduna. He purchased that in 2018.
It's okay.
For 40 million.
Where is that man now? Where is the man now?
If they pay now, they can't handle it. If no one made them talk again.
Oh, yeah. You know, camera money called. Beshewai, Emma go Beshewai, right?
The host is talking, so that's why. I don't know why her own side is always muted when she wants to speak.
Oh yeah, Jackie, someone into our sorrow politics today.
APC Attorney General.
The way to be sorrow, you don't even care. No,
Mrs. Queen. ìyàwó máa san owó
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And that is the same mindset.
Okay by 2027.
They don't care about
even your father,
Nigerians.
Bola AhmeD Tinubu will be okay. When they say Tinubu go vote, the NDC go vote for him and his wife. They go cast their vote for Peter Obi.
I like that.
Exactly. Let's continue with the stealing of APC at the general judge. If they pay them, now APC, Tinubu don't tell us
that
Buhari na him. Two of them are the same.
Exactly. Exactly. Moving along. Oh, there's one. Let me play this one and then we'll continue. Okay.
Tinubu will be a choice for you to pick. Not sure that Tinubu will be a choice for you to pick. If you consider his predicament, his achievement, and the experience he has both in the private sector before he joined politics, everything about him is too beautiful, and I'm sure that you will be able to be proud of him to be your candidate. So I am going to go ahead and do that in a few minutes. But you don't have a choice anyway. You have to keep quiet and listen to me because we've been listening to you. You couldn't. All right, sir. You couldn't even sell your man don't defend Tinubu. No, we are not going to ask him those questions anymore. This time is for us to sell our candidates. We are selling Peter Obi at this point. He has to listen. So let me give you who this person is. The man, Peter Obi. Number one, he has a lot of experiences in the banking and finance sector. He was the youngest chairman of Nigerian Bank, that's Fidelity Bank. At the age of 34 years in 1994, he became the chairman and the highest shareholder of Fidelity Bank. He moved Fidelity Bank from Tier 3 to Tier 2. He led Fidelity Bank to Tier 2 status in year 2000. He set blueprints for Fidelity IPO. He led the groundwork for Fidelity Bank to go public in year 2005. And 17 years of consistent dividend. Fidelity Bank was paying dividends to all shareholders for 17 years before he left that position. There was no CBN bailout for Fidelity Bank when he was the chairman of Fidelity Bank, because during the economic recession in Nigeria, virtually all banks were calling for CBN to bail them out. Fidelity Bank stand tall and became Tier 1 bank. It helped Fidelity Bank to be among the Nigerian Tier 1 banks alongside First Bank, UBA, Zenith Bank. He was the chairman, Guardian Express Mortgage Bank Limited, chairman, Future View Security Limited, Peter Obi, chairman, Paymaster Nigeria PLC, Peter Obi, director, Guardian Express Bank PLC, director, Chams Nigeria PLC. Chams Nigeria PLC is also in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. You can buy stock from Chams. You can make money. It's a telecommunication company. And he's also a director, Emerging Capital Limited, director, Card Center PLC, chairman, Board of Securities and Exchange Commission, that's SEC. While he was the Board of Securities and Exchange Commission, he was offered a lot of money, apartment. He refused. He was sleeping in his own private house, and he was given allowance. He, at the same time, refused to collect it. He was serving the country in those office, and he was the first Nigeria to not accept any of those allocations or allowances that is entitlement. And Peter Obi is the chairman, the CEO, Nest Nigeria International Limited. In the 1990s, he was the founder, Nest Cash and Carry. He built one of the Nigerian largest indigenous retail malls, expanded Nest International to UK. He opened branches in the UK in 1995. Nest International UK, they were making a revenue that was over £85 million annually. And he imports a lot of products into Nigeria. He headed a marketing management company that imported NX salad cream. Please show love. I love TikTok. Well done. Thank you. Just comment. And he was the chairman, Nest International Nigeria Limited, leading international manufacturers and marketer of leather products. In professional membership and roles, So Peter Obi is a member Nigerian Economic Summit Group, member Nigerian Chartered Institute of Bankers, member British Institute of Directors, member Commonwealth Business Council, member West Africa Business Committee, member British Nigeria Business Council, member Nigerian South African Chamber of Commerce. Then as a governor in Anambra State from 2006 to 2014, I'm going to read to you so that you can know who Peter Obi is. Peter Obi was known for rule of law, order and discipline in government. He reduced the cost of governance. He cut ministries from 37 to 20 and merged parastatals to reduce duplication. He cut overhead cost, reduced official costs, banned siren for officials except in emergency situation. And that's the same thing that is happening in diaspora. When your governors is passing, you won't even know. When your mayor is passing, you won't know. Nobody blows siren like a Chris man, the way that Nigerian politicians are doing. Peter Obi said only emergency ambulance should move with siren, and that is the truth. Usually it's about buying mama cause traffic for everywhere. The citizen employ him into office and is supposed to respect the office of the citizen, which is the highest office in the land, and not for you to block us into the buffet 177 entry 10 kukiri. He was doing a lot of personal engagement with development partners from inception to the delivery level. The same thing, Alex Oti in Sheni, Abia State. He ensured that he monitored the project from budget delivery, budget allocation to the implementation, from the first startup to the end. There was transparency with donor funds. He met the benchmark for transparency, accountability, and faithful use of donor funds. There was a peer review participation that was done, and Anambra State became the first state to undergo national peer review via the state's peer review mechanism with DFID. There was a lot of discipline in payment. We can go and verify at the period Peter Obi was the governor in Anambra State, no teacher, no civil servant, no pensioners, no contractors were owed gratuity, pension, salary, or certificate of payment as of December 2013. In education, he actually done a lot, and he returned 1,040 primary schools to original mission owners, the Catholic, the Anglican, back in Anambra State, and 6 billion naira grants was budgeted, released, and allocated for the return of schools. He funded rehabilitations of school until they meet standard in the country. He improved educational standard. He became known for improving standard across the state. He built vocational and technical education. That is, he was the one that established Anambra State Technical and Vocational Education Board. He renovated technical colleges and vocational training centers. He was awarded the best governor on educational award. Your president, Bola Tinubu, never received any award on education. Peter Obi was the best governor on education. Go and verify. He was awarded by National Institute of Marketing of Nigeria in 2014. He paid NECO exam fees for 148 inmates across correctional facilities in Anambra State. He gave the platform so that prison inmates could have opportunity to be educated. And then he donated to schools, 10 million naira to College of Health Technology in Newi, 5 million naira to Vocational Academy Uzumbulu, and he advocated education for inmates. Kenneth DK Library construction was done by him. He developed the Ngwari campus of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University with faculty buildings and road electrifications. Those are the things you can see and you can testify. There are evidence-based developments that he did in Anambra State. Tap, and then you can comment. You can give Queen roses while I continue to read this out. In the health sector, he established an Anambra State health insurance scheme for affordable healthcare so that they can reach access to healthcare for people in Anambra State. Everybody should be able to have access to healthcare irrespective of your economic status. And that is the responsibility of our government. That's what we expect. That's the constitutional responsibility. He ensured there's free maternal and child healthcare services in Anambra State. That reduced the maternal and child rate of people in Anambra State. He constructed healthcare facilities across the state. There was accreditation of health institutions. We had about 12 institutions that were accredited by 2014. Before he became the governor in Anambra State, none among all of these accredited health facilities were accredited. But when he became the governor, he did a miracle. Anambra State University Teaching Hospital was completed and upgraded from Cottage Hospital in October 2009. And there was a Golden Jubilee Award in 2015 that was given to Peter Obi for contribution to healthcare at St. Charles Borromeo Hospital. Odumegu Ojukwu Teaching Hospital was developed by Peter Obi in Akwa. Modern lab facilities was added to the facilities. He developed consulting clinics, code rooms. They were all added to the teaching hospital, which never had it before now. That means if you need to do blood transfusion, it will be difficult because there's no cold room. If you need to take some vaccines, it will be difficult because there's no cold room. And so he also did partnership with missions in healthcare delivery. Lest I forget that Anambra State was rated at 26 before Peter Obi became a governor in education. But when he became a governor, for the last 3 years in his office, Anambra became the first consecutively in WAEC, in NECO. They had the best students in the history. Lagos was never first. Really, even while Bola AhmeD was there. Go and verify. Roads, bridges, and infrastructure. Peter Obi constructed the first flyover in Anambra State, Nkpo flyover. So he constructed and
CCV. I beg you.
And rehabilitated multiple roads and bridges, which also improve accessibility. Over 400 roads were constructed by his by Peter Obi, while 91 was done by his predecessor.
Yes, so that's why
Anambra State had 41 bridges, as at the time Peter Obi left office. There were 28 bridges constructed by Peter Obi himself out of those 41. So he took over and completed Old Enugu Road from the federal government. Pedestrian bridge was done at Unizik Junction. He rebuilt the bridge at Okwa Mpabu Road. He built the Enugu Road, that's Agwoka Road. He completed the first phase of the state secretarial complex. He completed the second phase of the state secretarial complex. He built the first secretarial complex to scatter all the ministries, to house the scattered ministry. He commenced the 3-arm zone, the government house, legislative building, and judiciary building. He also constructed the Women Development Center. Lest I forget that Women Development Center was the first initiative of the wife of Babangida, Miriam Babangida, that established better life for rural women. And the wife of Sani Abacha also took intervention. They were doing some of those things. While your first lady, Bola AhmeD, is distributing 50,000 for Akara and then Kuli Kuli. So Skill Acquisition Center was constructed. Ekweme Square development was done. And Peter Obi did the first poverty mapping in Nigeria. There was no governor, no state in the history of Nigeria that did the poverty mapping in order to reduce poverty in the country. But Peter Obi did for his state. And area mapping of Akwa was also done. He did the structural plan for Oka Capital Territory in Onitsha, Nnewi. Peter Obi attracted World Bank NEMP map for erosion and watershed management. Erosion control mechanism was put into place and water corporation was inaugurated. Hydrophone housing model was first done, which was the first in Nigeria modern history, using 95% of mud for affordable home for the poor masses. And he did a lot of youth empowerment and creative economic initiative. Anambra State Creative Art Council was established by Peter Obi. So now let me tell you some little things about him. Peter Obi established the first sovereign wealth savings in sub-Saharan Africa. There's no state in the history of Africa where the state will keep money for future investment of the state. Peter Obi did it. Your father, when he was the governor of Lagos State, he actually put Lagos in debt. Gbèsè ló jẹ́ tó fi kúrò lórí oyè tó hand over fún Fashola. Peter Obi ò jẹ gbèsè, ó kówó lẹ̀, ó tún ṣe investment ìfọjọ́ iwájú Anambra. He left 500 million equivalent in investment, local foreign currency, and $156 million in bonds for Anambra. Anambra became the debt-free. In fact, that was the first state in the history of Nigeria to be a debt-free. Your father was the state that has the highest number of debts. Is on record. Go and fact-check it. But Anambra was debt-free. No borrowing for bonds or for projects. Peter Obi made Anambra to become the least indebted state, rated by Nigerian Debt Management Office, DMO. Go and verify. Anambra State became the most financially stable state, rated by Nigerian Senate. He hosted ambassadors, high commissioners from US, from UK, from Russia, from European Union, South Africa, Belgium, Israel, Netherlands, Canada. That means he has that partnership with foreign government and it was more accessible. And Peter Obi ended the PAREC state status Anambra was blacklisted before his tenure. Anambra became the only state until Manji governor gbe. Wọ́n Manji governor gbe ni Ngige tó wà ní APC nísìn wọ́n jí gbé wọ́n kidnap odidi governor. Anambra was known for terrorism, for kidnapping, for banditry. But Peter Obi came in and all of those things disappeared. That is some of the characteristics you see in somebody that is carrying grace. Peter Obi is carrying too much grace that can cause sleepless nights to the camp of APC. He was the best state in development partnership, adjoined for commitment to reforms. He invested in Interfat beverages, sawmiller, and invested 1.95 billion investment, which also held about 407 million shares in international brewery for Anambra State. Ejo share wo ni Lagos State ní bí ó jẹ́ gbèsè. Kàkà kí Lagos ní share lẹ́ni company, Tinubu ló ní share wọn àtàwọn family ẹ̀, then wá fi Lagos sí gbèsè. Ẹ lọ verify. Equity partnership model. It used savings to take about 10 to 20% equity in investment like Chinese model. LG Electronic Training Center was built in Anambra State. That was the largest in Africa in partnership with Peter Obi as the governor of Anambra State. Then he also gave enabling environment to Juhe Pharmaceutical that was commissioned in his tenure that established parental drug factory to want to produce ogun to meet international standard and that had the WHO pre-qualification license to produce all these medications. Ewo le nse leko, igbo lon ta leko, won tin company to produce ogun nígbà tí Tinubu wà ńbẹ̀. Igbo gbana nǹkan tó ń gbé nìyẹn. Anambra became an oil producing state during his tenure. Let's go to transparency. Accountability in savings investment. 48.6 billion in Peter Obi saved in local currency. The evidence are there. You can fact check it. $156 million saved in dollar bonds. Evidence are there. Go and verify. Fund and mark for salaries. 2 years salary was covered for all new civil servants. Anybody will for work on. Who set aside in I want Lagos State. Man be placard. Come and protest. Contour Woshuba. Contour salary. Bangba to Bola AhmeD. To governor of Lagos State. Peter Obi built funds. He established funds for hotel, for malls, for road. He set aside Aguli Onitsha hotels, Okwane Wi malls. Critical roads were constructed. Long-term investments that will yield results in 2050 was established, structured to grow to $1 billion by 2030 at 6% interest rate. He has planned for the future of Anambra State, even while he's no longer the governor of Anambra State. There's future and it has been secured for Anambra by single decision and his governorship. But in Lagos State, debt, Emerson Bese, 100% Bese. 1,000 small-scale enterprises were targeted, were empowered, were developed, were supported by Peter Obi when he was the governor of Anambra State. He had a no-borrowing policy. There was no borrowing. He was not a loaner. He was not Ololo. He was not a chief loaner. He was not Oloni of Oni, like your own father that came into office and started borrowing money and see there's no resources in Nigeria. Really? Peter Obi achieved all the projects he did without single loan, no bonds. So there was public financial report that was done by the Accountant General Office and that was published annually. The Anambra State was debt-free. He cleared gratitude areas, no gratitude hold, no LG servants were hold, no civil servants were hold money. He cleared pension, arrears salaries, nobody was hold. Those are the things he did. And he became the best governor on prudent management, given by Nigerian Union of Journalists 2013. Award 8 years. Best governor on education, I've said it. National Institute of Marketing of Nigeria, best governor on MDG implementation, given by OSAP, MDGs, and UNDP. Your father no get that. He was a silver bed man of the year 2011. Your father never had it. UNDP recognition was given for MDG achievements in Anambra. Your father never got it. Bill and Belinda Gates Foundation gave him the Best Governor Award 2012. Your father never got it.
4 for F1, please. 4 for F1. We show them. We show you 4 for F1. They don't lie.
At this point,
CV choke.
School that he went, he asked classmates from primary school, they can verify, they can testify.
Yes.
He doesn't go to primary school with ghosts that have disappeared in the graveyard. He went to secondary school. The secondary school name is there. We have the name. He has classmates that can verify, that can testify, that can witness to the fact that Peter Obi went to school. He went to NYC. He has colleagues, he has mate that did NYC together. They can verify, they can testify. He went to university with Baba Yoni classmates and Okuloba school. One, they still available. And Peter Obi as father. We know where his father is from. We can tell. Agboleto Tiwa. Exactly. Baba Yin to the Yamoga Dile commands or story. Baba Yoni Baba. Mobito Tijade. Peter Obi as mother. Amobiti Yai Tiwa. Osheruku. One Bolo Sherule Kodumota. So Peter Obi is that man that you people don't know, and because he has too much grace, it's a confusion to all of you. And I think Yoruba should know more about this man. And let me tell you something: the people in Igbo, they have this industrial revolution mindset. That is part of their culture, their heritage, and it should be a proud to Nigerians. So if this man becomes the president, there's every possibility that the economic revolution of Nigeria will be turned around. There will be employment, there will be a lot of things that is going to grow that country. And that is what we are waiting for, because we want a government that can provide electricity for the people, that can provide water access, that can provide access to healthcare service, universal coverage for people to have access to treatment care and support services, that can promote and expand our life so that people in Nigeria can live longer. Right now, Nigeria is one of the countries with the least life expectancy. We don't want that. We want a country where pregnant women can give birth without being afraid. You don't have to go to prayer house and be praying for God in order to go to surgery. You can go into the theater and come back successfully because there will be stable electricity supply. Surgery, generator. I mean, there's so much disaster that APC has brought, and you cannot compare that to what Peter Obi has to offer. If you are not joining the movie trail of NDC, it means you are brain dumb. Eshe?
You are useless.
Wow. Yes, sir. Oh, sorry.
If you consider his predicament, his achievement, and rehabilitated multiple roads and bridges, which also rehabilitated multiple roads and primary school that he went. He asked classmates from primary school to provide electricity for the. You don't have to go to prayer. It means you are brain dumb.
Yes. Queen, ẹjọ́ máa fún mi ní 1 second kẹ́ tó play orin. Sherry, kò sí ẹni tó bá fẹ́ Nàìjíríà tó dára. Ẹ ṣì máa continue mọ́ mi, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́ play orin náà, ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́ play orin díẹ̀. Okay. Ẹ máa continue. Oya.
Ọjà ní kéde tó ayélujára ilé òbí ni o.
Fọ́. Bí a ti gbàjọba, àwọn bá fi bàbá pa. Jọba bí ti gbàjọba, ẹni gúdọ̀ wọ̀, ẹni sì ló lè ṣe, nígbà ló lè ṣe, ẹni sì, ànágbé akẹ́fẹ́ ní sí, nígbà ló lè ṣe. Mo máa lẹ̀ kí bàbá àtẹ̀lẹ́ ṣe máa ń fọ́ ní pressure ọlọ́run. Tí a ti gbàjọba, àárọ̀ bá fi lọ bá pa. Oh my God! Ọba ọ̀gá yìí ni Peter. NDC ló lè ṣe sẹ́, NDC ní sẹ́, ó ní bó ṣe kàjáde ọ̀kà ó kún ó túṣẹ́ sí, ẹnu wọn kọ́ máa rògbà lọ ọ̀dà ti gbàjọba.
This
and the experience he has both in the private sector.
If anybody not ready, make them not put body.
Or before.
I say now back to back, but they give now. You see this election, we are taking our country back, and ain't nothing none of you can do about it. None of you APC urchins. All right. I don't know if it's the same one. I think it's the one we listened to earlier. Let's see. Okay. Now, so this is a continuation of the...
Nigerians are out in their numbers. We are saying clearly, unequivocally, we will never allow Tinubu to have a one-party Nigeria. We will never allow a Nigeria where only the APC is the only surviving party. We will never allow a Nigeria where we have controlled opposition. We will never allow a Nigeria where Nigerians don't have choices. And that is why we are out here today. There is nothing stopping it. All the leaders are here. All the leaders from the ADC. This is the number. You can see for yourself. You can see your way. You can see for yourself. Nigerians are out in their numbers.
Okay. Yeah, Nigeria's Tinubu's Nigeria fuel 1,350, cement 12,000, band A 250 naira per kilowatt, a loaf of bread 2,000 naira, cooking gas 1,700, kilo of turkey 11,000, one crate of eggs 7,500, a carton of Indomie 11,000. The hungry man's size is 21,000. Pampers jumbo pack 40,000. Children pay over 600k in public universities. This is your Tinubu's.
The major problem here is the organizational issues we have in politics, and I can tell you it's a very huge challenge. Even the APC as it stands is still suffering that, despite being in government for several years. At the grassroots, there's still that problem where you have people still identifying themselves as the ACN wing, and then you have others identifying themselves as the CPC wing, and others, other groups that formed the APC. Now, you come to the obedient movement, that's the sort of problem that we're having. And I think that maybe Peter Obi himself wasn't properly prepared for the sort of movement that came to actually supporting, because these are very enthusiastic young Nigerians, people who have a vision of the sort of country that they ought to have. And I had previously mentioned it here on your program, Charles, that this movement is greater than Peter Obi himself. And so if I were Peter Obi, I would look for a way to structure it above my own ambition. Because if Peter Obi doesn't make it in 2027,
what do you mean don't make? I don't want to
will still continue. And I liken that we say this same group, the Zikist movement.
I don't want you. Please go and sit somewhere. I beg. We are here to win it. We are not here for rubbish. This is Peter Obi's full speech at Methodist Church. We are winning the election 2027.
Everybody come close. Everybody come
Methodist Church
everybody shake,
Oyo State government back in the day.
Everybody come close. Obedient women don't show. On Garcia don't land. We don't form alliance for the people, for the land. North, south, east, west, middle belt, and south.
With the permission of His Eminence and the Governor of Oyo State, His Excellency, Sir Peter Obi should please come to the high table. Please kindly bring Peter Obi to the high table.
I don't know if Sid is still here. Sid, I listened to that
Our
family
prelates
by Dan.
and all delegates, I greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus. Mine is a very simple one. It's number one is gratitude to God Almighty that made it possible for all of you to gather here for this conference today, coming from far and wide and all over Nigeria. Number two is gratitude to Methodist Church of Nigeria for their contribution in development in our country today, because you might not know that you do quite a number of contributions by what you do, what you say, and guiding those who are doing it. I apologize that I did came in here a bit late. I would have been here much earlier. That was what I was discussing with the governor. Two of us were supposed to take 9 o'clock flight. And when we arrived at the airport and check-in, they said it's been changed to 12:30. And you know when flights change here, we have no alternative than to be begging that they actually will go that day. So I sincerely apologize. I thank you for gathering, and I wish you the best of the conference. I'm sure God Almighty will guide the conference as always done as usual. I'm happy that I was there in the installation of my dear brother, the prelate, and seeing him here today, I also have the joy. Mine is a very simple one, like I said before. The governor has told you, the governor is my brother. We work closely. In fact, the way I planned to come here before that, we are going to eat breakfast in his house and come here. But after eating dinner in Abuja yesterday, we agreed to come together. But somewhere along the line, it didn't work that way. It's my brother, and I've listened to what he said and all that. I cannot bore you by telling you, we are politicians. So anybody who says you go to a place, you don't talk about politics, is not true. Especially as we are the problem of Nigeria. Because Nigeria have no problem. The only problem Nigeria have is we, the politicians. We have decided that the country will not work. You know, it's a country that has worked. It's a country that has been one of the exemplary countries of the world. There's nothing wrong with Nigeria. We have enough land to cultivate the food we need to eat. We have enough human capital to develop like any other nation. We have enough in terms of natural resources to have enough revenue to govern our country. There's nothing we are lacking in this country. The only thing wrong with this country, leadership of the country, the politicians. That is the only place that is wrong. And whenever I say it, in the few minutes I'm going to say, the president has permitted me here, whenever I have opportunity, I show in 2 or 3 examples why it is possible that we can live and be a nation, a great nation.
Thank you very much, Madam.
Today,
I appreciate
the World Bank has said that 5 to 5 million Nigerians are facing acute hunger. It should not be. Never. Because we have the land to cultivate. And to give you just a single example, a country, Bangladesh, produces 10 times more rice than Nigeria. 10 times. They produce between 50 to 60 million tons of rice. Yet, the size of Bangladesh as a whole is 148,000 square kilometers. That is the size of our 2 biggest states. Niger State at 76.3 and Borno State at 70.8. 2 of them put together is the size of Bangladesh. And Bangladesh has 170 million people, which means it's evidence this will have 17 million. And that's why we have a problem. Another example is today, Israel is exporting food. They feed their people and they export food. The place giving us problem in Nigeria today is Sambisa Forest. It's about 60,000 square kilometers. That forest is a fertile land for agriculture. It's 3 times the size of Israel. Israel is only 22,000 square kilometers. Times 3 is 66. Sambisa Forest is 60. Yet it's not giving us that apart from trouble. And you can go on and on. That's our country. Because the politicians don't want us, we the politicians don't want to do anything apart from stealing public money. Even stealing money we don't need. Because we don't need what we're stealing. And that is our problem. In education, we need to work with you, work with the churches and everybody to establish schools, to establish medical health and everything. That's what we need. We don't need, there's nothing. Methodist Church has built wonderful schools that train our great people in the world, in Nigeria, everywhere. But today, rather than government support you, support the churches, support everybody to be able to build schools, our schools are in a mess. I can go on and on, but you know the problem of the country. All that I say is, please know that, like my young brother said, all we need is to have leaders who are competent, who have the capacity, who have the compassion, who have this. I wish he was there. And he will tell you my argument with him in the recent time. When they kidnapped people in Oyo here, I came to see him. I was phoning him every week. And after 50 days, I came to see him. And he told me, and when I said to him, Governor, how is it that is going on and everything? He said to me, he has not had a call from the president of Nigeria. I said, I'm leaving your door. I'm going to tell the president. He said, Peter, I said, don't worry. I'm leaving your door. I'm going to say it because it's wrong. They should have come to you the next day. All these things you're hearing about kidnap, these forests are in Nigeria. The forest is not overseas. And I say it every day. If people kidnap people and go into that forest, they are going to go into that forest and make sure no animal from there comes out alive. Because the forest in Nigeria. If we are not complicit of insecurity, it will not happen. Non-state actors cannot be more stronger, more sophisticated than the state. Unless corruption is involved. And that is what is keeping us. So I urge you to remember us in prayers. I urge you, we need leaders who are compassionate, who are committed to changing this dynamic, who are committed to changing Nigeria from this consumption and stealing to production and making the country work. All this is we are packing, we're not going to go with it. One thing is certain, there's two things you can't buy with money. You can't pay anybody to be sick for you, neither will you pay anybody to die for you. So if you cannot buy these two things, why don't you use public money for public good, where everybody will benefit? We don't have hospitals to go to. Our budgets, you can see how our budgets are skewed everywhere. So we ask you for your prayers. My young brother have told you that is contesting. We're all talking together. All we want is for all of us to come together and see how we can have a government that is committed to changing the place. And finally, our dear father in faith, and our fathers, because you are our fathers in faith, please continue to ensure that you are the remaining voice in governance. I repeat, you are the remaining voice that can tell us the truth. You are the remaining voice that can tell us the truth. I contested an election as governor in Anambra State and won, and they declared somebody else. It was a late prelate of this church who told Obasanjo to his face, you people did not win. That boy, Peter, the one. Baba said, you are a church man. You are not a politician. I said, that's why I'm telling you. Because if you people don't respect this thing, that's why there's trouble. When I went to see Baba after I won in the court, he said to me, see your campaigner. He came to me not knowing I'm president to tell me that you won election, even when he's not from Anambra State. And that's what we want. Yes. I look at the two of your retired prelates here, and I said to them, thank you for speaking out. Thank you, our father, for speaking out. And I'm urging all of you, please, there's nobody to tell us the truth. We need people to speak out. Exactly. Their country is collapsing. Anarchy consumes everybody. If there's bomb here, it will not spare anybody. The only thing is that you will go to heaven, because you people are bishop, you go to heaven and we go to hell. But here, the bomb will, nobody will come out of that. So let us please not allow politicians to drag the country into anarchy. Exactly. Because that's where we're going now. People are hungry. All these things you are seeing in our country is a sign of deterioration. Let our prayer point be that God should touch the heart of politicians to use public money for public good. God bless all of you.
Our brother who is ready to serve his fatherland selflessly.
Let us bow our heads for prayer.
Okay.
Mighty God, our Father, the creator of the universe, in Nigeria, for better. Trouble without and fears within. It is time that we in power speak to our situation, O God, our Father. We thank you for the two leaders that have, and above all, there are people who.
Okay, let's move on. If you want to watch the rest of the video, it's on Twitter, on Advocacy for Good Governance Twitter page.
They don't deal Lagos like this. Go see them. See them. See them. Hey! See them. See them. See them. Bandits in Lagos. See what is happening. See what they are doing. See all of them are. Hey! 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 They don't enter Lagos.
Yeah, EFCC don't freeze Osun State government's account. They give reason why it freeze am. They all know what they are doing. Let's move forward. Okay. Catholic bishops Bola Ononuga hurting Tinubu's re-election bid. This is Daily Post Nigeria.
And you are following me, please unfollow. If you are a Tinubu supporter, APC, and you are following me, please unfollow me. I don't need you. I don't need your presence. I don't need your comment. I don't need your like. I don't need your engagement. Because your engagement is backwardness. Your like means unlike. Your comment means disaster. I don't need it. I beg you. Unfollow me. Unfollow me. Oh, I tell you, unfollow me. I beg you. I beg you, unfollow me. I take God beg you. APC members, unfollow me. If you are a Tinubu support,
This
for
is
one reason.
Davido. Don't come on.
For the executive governor of Washington State. The only chief security officer of Washington State. One of the best, if not the best governor to ever have ruled this state. We have our projects to show for it. We have our integrity to show for it. And, and we have our diligence to show for it. But I did feel it was very important for, us as the youth campaign mobilization team, to assure our people, our own demographic, which is the youth, of our views on the forthcoming election. I speak to you today, not just as Davido, but as one of your own, as a voice for our people. I understand the tension and emotion surrounding this election, but I urge everyone to remain calm. Very important. We've been calm for how long? Mazo, stay on this, our train. It has never affected anything. Don't forget, we've won this thing twice before. No shaking. We've won it twice before, and we're going to win it again for the third time, by the grace of God. Let us reject violence. I'll say it again. Let us reject violence, intimidation, provocation, and most importantly, destruction. To every person in Osun, come out and exercise your right to vote. Do not be afraid or intimidated. Your vote is your voice, and your choice must be respected. I'll say it again. Your choice must be respected. There's no two ways about it. Let us show the world that Osun people are not only peaceful, courageous, determined to build a better future for the state. And to our daddy from Imo State, I say this with respect, sir. I have heard rumors suggesting that there are moves to interfere in the Osun State election or use the state as a political battleground to prove a point. I do not present these claims as facts, but I appeal to you, sir, to use your influence to promote peace and allow the people of Osun choose their candidates freely. We have mutual connections, and I have a deep connection to Imo State. My wife, Chioma, is from the state, which makes this appeal more sincere. Please, let Osun remain peaceful. We say it again, please, let Osun remain peaceful. One more time, let Osun remain peaceful. Thank you. Let's allow democracy take its course and let the people decide. Whatever the outcome is, please do not allow political ambition to put the lives and future of Osun people at risk. I appeal to you, your supporters, and the entire political party structure. Let the people come out freely, peacefully to vote for the candidate of their choice. If they choose you, let the victory be through their votes. If they choose someone else, let their decision be respected. Politics is temporary, but Osun will be here forever. No political victory is worth violence, destruction, or the loss of a single life. A single life. To everyone in Osun, please come out, vote peacefully, reject intimidation, and let your voice be heard. Osun is ours, the future is ours, and let peace lead the way. 4 plus 4, you want to go?
All right, we're getting there. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I want to disassociate myself with the support of the Sultan to the Bola AhmeD Tinubu's continuity as president in 2027. So many people are looking because they say Sultan is the king of Muslims. So when he talks, it's more like he's talking for every Muslim. I am excluded. I'm not part of those people that is following the Sultan to support the president for his continuity. No, that is one. Number two, thank you so much to those bishops. Thank you so much to those bishops. Those are the type of religious leaders we need that are going to make a leader feel very uncomfortable. We are tired of seeing religious leaders that are going to go and be making a president feel like he's doing the right thing. We need to start asking the difficult questions. And they did not have any crime. There is nothing they said that was wrong, because they said they are telling you, Mr. President, that you should try and ensure a free and fair election. You are taking it as an attack. And also the issue of insecurity. Isn't there insecurity? Every Nigerian should celebrate those bishops, whether you are a Muslim or Christian. You should celebrate them because they went there and they spoke on our behalf. What some religious clerics cannot do, some went and did. So we have to even start, let's appreciate them, irrespective of religion. These are the type of religious clerics we are actually asking for. So the president thought it's going to be the normal jamboree of the religious clerics telling him that he's doing the right thing, the likes of Sheikh Jingir telling him that there is no insecurity in northern Nigeria, the likes of the Sultan telling him that the north is safe, he's free to go for another term with no cause for alarm. No worry, this entire thing, I've been under the weather, but no worry, he carried me common from under the weather, he put me on top of the weather, because a lot of things are happening. Look at the individuals that were kidnapped in Enugu in that seminary. A seminarian was also kidnapped. You know, we are also calling for the unconditional release of those people. Don't worry, see, this 2027, but it is Nigerians versus the APC, it is Nigerians versus Tinubu, and we are standing our ground. That's just it. We are standing our ground. We are not going to move. We are not going to shake. We are not going to move or shake. Those other religious clerics that feel they need to go and see the president and praise him for the things that he's not doing, you guys are free to go and continue saying it. But this bishop, Cardinal, is it Omoye? I've forgotten the name. Papa, sir, I salute you, sir. You are the type of clerics we are looking for. Say it as it is. So every Nigerian should celebrate these Catholic bishops and religious clerics. No, we say we just did a talk, say they spoke on our behalf. When some clerics are saying the north is safe, the bishops are saying the entire country is not safe. Are they not talking for you and I? Are they not? No worry, 2027, sure you don't come. No be say we go just come here, they talk. Oh, we did do action on the ground. Wallahi, we did do action on the ground. We did mobilize on the ground, and you guys are going to see there's going to be a paradigm shift in the Nigerian political trajectory come 2027. Peace and blessings.
Okay. All right, we get there. Almost over.
There's no religious barriers or discrimination or choice. It affects every Nigerian, wherever we are. So it's very unfortunate that in a moment like this in this country, we're having people who are very shallow, talking very shallowly about matters of life concerning Nigerians.
What bothers you most regarding the trajectory this whole event just took? What bothers you most?
Well, it is, again, a demonstration of the wicked mindsets and corrupt mindset of the Nigerian political leaders, a good number of them. Because a very genuine, productive advice was given to our president, and somebody became so myopic to make it not even religious, denominational, which was quite embarrassing, because they didn't go, yes, they went as the leadership of a particular denomination, but they were speaking the mind of all Nigerians. So it's very disappointing and very painful, to say the least.
Do you think that Daniel Bola said this to anger or elicit a certain response, saying that, oh, this individual spoke for just Catholics and not all Christians? Do you think he said that to provoke other Christian leaders to perhaps speak up and counter what the Catholic bishop said?
Well, I wouldn't want to say it was purely political. It's not denominational. No reasonable Nigerian Christian will see it from the point of view that he saw it. No reasonable Nigerian Christian. In fact, no reasonable Nigerian who is alive, who is not corrupt and terribly wicked, will speak in that manner. I can say that with great emphasis. So it was purely political, and as usual, for his stomach infrastructure. He wants to keep his job. And he thinks he's pleasing the president. These are sycophants who are destroying the leadership of our country. And it is very painful. What worries me most, really, like I was saying, is the fact that the problem of Nigeria is quite complex. Very complex. The entire nation is in deep ruins of a generation of people who have been terribly corrupted. That every sector of our country, even in small office, people deal corruptly. So you can't get people who love righteousness and who love productive ventures. We keep saying that, look, this country, no foreign aid can develop our country. No foreign nation can develop us. No nation will come and develop another. The development and the growth of our nation is in our hands.
Bam. Your Grace, through your lens, what is the true picture of the current Nigerian situation?
The current picture of Nigeria's situation is terribly deplorable. Because virtually everything is collapsing.
Yep.
Every sector of our Nigerian society has been affected.
Yep.
Whether it's even politically or religious.
No lies told, though. Nothing. No lies.
Says things only when they favor him. Is this not Atiku Abubakar that went to court against Jonathan in 2011 to ensure the PDP zoning formula? And his associates, MPLF, they went to court. His associates went to court. There were many court cases ensuring that they must insist. In fact, I think in one of the rulings, the court said, they can't assume jurisdiction and give a decision, but they acknowledged the fact that PDP had the zoning arrangements. So then, when he was going to court, when he was pushing then against Jonathan, zoning was not self-defeating, Abi. when he left Olusegun Obasanjo in 2007, that Jagaban zoned, what is it called, to the north for him. And he ran in that election, correct him if I'm wrong, against Umar Musa Aradua. Zoning was not a bad deal then. When they finally got their way in 2015 with the APC, and they said, oh, because Jonathan reneged on the term, they were going to punish him. And they zoned the ticket to the APC in 2015. Zoning was good then. When he came back in 2019 to the PDP, and after they had cried, oh, PDP has suffered from all he did in the last election, and they zoned the ticket to PDP then in 2019, zoning was good then. But when his own ambition holds sway, and people were saying, after zoning in 2019, they should zone back to the start 2023, he said, no, zoning is not good then, and he scattered the zoning agreement. I ask, please prove me wrong. Fact check me. I don't talk without facts. I like to talk with empirical facts. That's why they call me a man of facts. And please, bring your heat on. I'm ready. We are saying these things to save this country. On the 2nd of December 2010, zoning, we have been vindicated, Atiku. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has described last Tuesday's judgment a great victory for honesty and integrity and rebuke against arbitrariness. He reiterated that President Jonathan's decision to contest 2011 would send wrong signal to group and organization that painstakingly developed a constitution and ground rules to set operational guidelines. This was when they were fighting in favor of zoning. A power should have come to the north for them to finish the term. So in other instances, when President Tinubu now gave him the right to run his own part that time, there was no big deal about it then, right? Why are we talking like this? Why are we always talking like this? You know, despite fighting Jonathan, he still went ahead and vied in the primaries against Jonathan before he was beaten and Jonathan emerged in 2011. Zoning was good when Atiku is fighting, when Atiku is on the ballot, when he wants to get it. Zoning is when zoning doesn't favor him, zoning is bad. Yeah. When zoning favors him, zoning is good. When it doesn't favor him, zoning is bad.
On that note, I go leave you now. We go to do the rest later. You get some videos when I go share tomorrow, but we will continue. We know they finish. Nigeria matter, know they finish in one day. So on that note, my people, thank you very much for joining me. Madam Luke, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. Sid, I'm sure Sid is in Snore Land right now. Kene, that just came in from his billionaire bunker. Rose, thank you. Annie, it was good to see you briefly. Who else was here? I beg, if I don't mention your name, no verse, so I go they talk the rest later. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you all and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye.